All right, my friends, welcome to day 6 of September. Half price subs, that's right, we are 6 days in. I'm streaming 20 days in a row. We're doing great so far. We've already hit our first goal. We're closing in on our second goal. And the third and fourth goal are the big ones. Donation bonus leagues reopening, new stream mascot who's sleeping right over there. And then we're going to stop at $9.99. Cool? Cool. So, we're playing some Modern today. We did a long stream yesterday on Football Sunday. I'm doing a long stream tomorrow, kind of a short one today. We're going to play one league, but it's going to be a good one. A good one. So, we've been working on Dredge, right? And looking for replacements for Faithless Looting and ways to make Dredge kind of get over the loss of that card. You know, Hedron Crab, Tome Scour, we've tried a few of those. And I was brewing, I built this deck like 2 nights ago. And I was brewing, and I wanted to try Glimpse the Unthinkable. I mentioned this card in my article on CoolStuffInc.com, discussing possible enablers for Dredge. There was a deck played at Pro Tour Austin in 2009. It was a Dredge deck that was basically based on blue and black cards, Hedron Crab, Glimpse the Unthinkable, Drown Rusalka, etc. And wanted to try Glimpse as an enabler, and I kept kind of going down the rabbit hole. And I don't know. This is where we ended up. Honestly, we ended up cutting all the Dredge cards because we had enough self mill that the self mill cards don't draw. So, for example, a card like Faithless Looting, it puts cards in the graveyard, but it also draws multiple cards at a time, which allows you to dredge multiple cards at a time. But when you start moving towards self mill effects like Hedron Crab and Glimpse the Unthinkable, now you're not drawing extra cards anymore. So the actual Dredge cards aren't necessarily as good. Such a Supplier also falls in that category. So, I don't know, we kept just kind of going down the rabbit hole, and started trying to just mill. Then sort of, if I'm playing Citrus Supplier, playing creatures is kind of cool. And then I remember the old 4-color Emerge deck that I played in Standard a few years ago. One of the best decks I've ever played in Standard, one of the hardest decks I've ever played in Standard, that revolved around the combination of Haunted Dead, which is a 4-mana creature. You don't cast it that often. When it's in your graveyard, pay 2, ditch 2 cards, comes back with a Spirit Token. And Elder Deep-Fiend. Yes, I know, everyone loves their Eldrazi's. The Emerge threat, very important Standard card, costs essentially blue 5, but you can sacrifice a creature to pay for part of the cost, and it's flash, and when you cast it, tap 4 permanents. So with Haunted Dead, this card only costs 3. You sack the Haunted Dead, it goes back to the graveyard where it wants to be anyway. You still have your Spirit Token, and you can upkeep, tap all their lands, and time walk them. So, very, very powerful card. Also plays well at Prized Amalgam. Costs 4 to cast off Prized Amalgam, but Elder Deep-Fiend is very good when you're casting it off of cards that just keep coming back anyway. So we have this kind of dredgy beatdown plan with Bloodghast, Prized Amalgam, and Haunted Dead, and we're topping that off with Elder Deep-Fiend, and again, that can buy you that 1 turn. You time walk them, tap all their lands, and bam, I can kill them with the Deep-Fiend. So that aspect's pretty cool. And then we also have a little bit of a sacrificey side as well. Playing 4 copies of a new card, Cabal Therapist. That's right, so 1/1 Menace for 1 black. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase, sack a creature to flashback Cabal Therapy, basically. Those who don't know what a Cabal Therapy is, you can sacrifice a creature, you target a player, name a card, and that player discards all cards of that name. So, unlike a deck like Dredge, where you're mostly just goldfishing, we actually have a decent amount of interaction here. Of course, we have Cabal Therapist, 4 copies of that, sacrifice your Bloodghast, get it right back, sacrifice Stitch Supplier, sounds pretty good. Then we have 3 copies of Collective Brutality. Really, really good. Really, really good card against burn, obviously. You can kill small creatures, kill Stoneforge Mystic, Duress. So we have a little bit of interaction as well, too. And then, in the case of a card like Rest in Peace, these cards aren't that bad to cast. If you're casting Prized Amalgam, casting Haunted Dead, casting Elder Deep-Fiend, things could be worse. Last exciting card here is Memory Sluice. Not sure how good this card's going to be. It seems to fit very, very well in the deck. Tome Scour, of course, is 1 blue to mill 5 cards. This card is a blue or a black to mill only 4 cards. However, it has the Conspire ability, which means that as you cast it, you can tap 2 creatures that share a color with it and then copy it. So, can't do this more than once. But if we have a Hedron Crab in play and a Supplier in play, we can tap them both and mill 8 instead of 4 for 1 mana, and that's really, really good. So, this is mostly an untested first draft. Again, as with any modern brew, some cards are going to work, some cards aren't going to work. Our goal here is to learn and figure out what's working and not working. Mana base is super simple, just a bunch of fetch lands for Hedron Crab. Playing 1 Dakmor Salvage for Bloodghast maybe, and then our sideboard, 3 copies of Hurkyl's Recall. It's possible we could be playing a different color for our sideboard. A lot of ways you can go here. We could also possibly be trying to play green for Traverse the Uvenwald. That was one of the better cards in the standard deck as a way to find Deep-Fiend and things like that, but that hurts the mana base a lot. We are fetch shocking anyway a decent amount of the time. Playing green would also open up the sideboard to green cards, but without things like Assassin's Trophy or Collector Oof, we're going to rely on Hurkyl's Recall against the Urza decks. Spell Pierce, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Distended Mindbender, probably the only really exciting card in the sideboard. Distended Mindbender, another Emerge card. Doesn't have Flash, but it's a 5/5. And when you emerge it, you get to Inquisition of Conflict them and Appetite for Brains them. I think that's what the card's called. So you get to Thoughtseize a card that costs 3 or less, Thoughtseize a card that costs 4 or more. So pretty good as well. Also a couple copies of Dampening Sphere because Dredge seems a little tough. I'm not Dredge. Tron seems a little tough. So deck seems super fun. I'm actually really excited to try this deck out. And let's go. Crappuccino, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Also got a resub from Phobotog and a resub from Peacebone. And 87 is now a new sub. Thanks to Dio. Appreciate all that. Thanks so much. We're now at 666 subscribers. All right, Modern League tickets. Let's go. Distended Mindbender. What happened to sub sounds? I got rid of them. I'm sick of them. Just sick of them. They're fun, but the follow gifs and the follow sounds just played out. You know, I can only hear the sellout song so many times. People on YouTube complain about it. I just just too much. I want something cleaner. I have a really cool thing I downloaded. You can see it here. Where is it? Well, it was here. Well, it's not. Now it's not working at all. It was only half working, but I haven't gotten to do work on that yet. So, am I queued for Richmond? Nah, unfortunately. Okay, let's go. Let's put some cards in our graveyard. This is not how we drew it up. This is definitely not how we drew it up. That's our hand of the week right now. Love it. Hand of the week. Get him, Mulligan. Dio! Jeez. Money.
I love Dredge. I love Dredge. I love Dredge.
Thanks, Dio. Appreciate it. Alright, so, Mulligan. Oh boy. Malachi? Am I saying that right? If I'm saying it wrong, please let me know. From Cincinnati. Favorite deck is a Consumer Aberration. Favorite deck is Dimir Mill. Well, we're kind of Dimir Milling. We're just targeting ourselves. So, this hand's not very good. We're going to keep... I'm going to put this Prized Amalgam back into our deck. So we are on the play. We're going to play a land and say go, because I don't want to play Hedron Crab and get it lightning bolted. So we're just going to play it and then play the fetch land next turn. Arid Mesa go. Interesting. Dakmor Salvage. Not that interesting. Okay. Daily crossword, new sub. Da-da. Malaki. Thank you so much, my friend. Welcome. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. Alright, so mill 3 cards. Prized Amalgam, Bloodghast, Marsh Flats. God, you love to see it. So we're gonna say go here. We're not gonna crack this fetch because I can bolt it in response. We'll just chill. We have end step 5 power, so awesome. Malachi, got it, Kai. The 10 rack deck didn't seem very good. No offense to Dio. Wasn't a huge fan. Okay, so I think. Oh crap! No. Good morning, everyone. So I didn't have my stop set for my second main. I obviously was trying to set it and couldn't do it fast enough. That's pretty frustrating. Looks like a fair deck. Now, if this Bloodghast wasn't in the graveyard, I would definitely not crack the Delta, because I want to get more shots at the Crab if possible. Now that I've misclicked and missed my opportunity to get back Bloodghast and Amalgam, I think I'm actually just going to untap and allow myself to make my natural land drop so we don't get blown out from a Hedron Crab. It is certainly the slower play, but it looks like they're a slower deck now anyways. I'm just going to untap. The cool thing about this deck, too, is that when you're not dredging, you get to actually draw cards. And drawing cards is kind of fun. Alright, upkeep. Alright, so now they're going to kill the Crab. So we're going to get the 3 extra cards off of our Crab here. We're going to get the Watery Grave, and we're going to shock. We're just going to hardcast Amalgam. They're definitely probably playing Path in their deck, and I want to save the basic for being Pathed. So stack the Crab first, in case we get more Amalgams. We did not. Get back Bloodghast. Get back Amalgam. Hedron Crab's going to die. Draw for turn. What's up, Minnie? How do I think Naya Burn is? Alright, so pretty cool. We actually drew Brutality. So now we can actually full escalate the Brutality, duress them, drain them, and kill Bloodghast, and discarding Amalgam and Haunted Dead, then make a land drop, and get them back. I might actually want to keep the Haunted Dead in my hand, because it's hard casting it next turn seems pretty good. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. So let's pitch the... I need to keep... Oh, so that would be discarding Amalgam and Dakmor Salvage. Huh. Spell Snare would be not cool. I think I ditched the Salvage and the Prized Amalgam. I think hard casting Haunted Dead's pretty reasonable. Alright, all 3 modes. 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't actually need... I'm being silly. I don't actually need to kill the Bloodghast because this Amalgam's already slated to come back, which will bring back this Amalgam on their end step. So I'm being silly. All I need to do here is do a 2 modes. We'll just duress discard the Prized Amalgam. So they let it resolve. Interesting. They have Path to Exile, Lightning Helix, Queller, Sword of Feast and Famine, Teferi. So, pretty fair, pretty stinky hand. We're definitely taking Path to Exile. And now I need to decide if I want to play Dakmor Salvage or Polluted Delta. I think it's Dakmor Salvage. Or nothing. But I'm pretty sure it's Salvage. No Creeping Chills, no. Obviously, playing the Salvage means we can't dredge it, but the goal of dredging it is to play it and get back things anyway, so. Alright, so this Amalgam comes back. The other Amalgam sees this Amalgam come back, and now we're in pretty good shape. They basically have to draw land, which they do, obviously. So their hand is Teferi, Queller, Sword, Helix. Alright, so easy swing out here. Alright, so take a bunch of damage. We're obviously not casting anything into a Spell Queller. I could just say go here. I mean, I guess we're going to play a land. Maybe pitching the Haunted Deb is better. I'm not sure. One thing about the old Standard Emerge deck was it was one of the hardest decks I have ever played in my entire life. Prized Amalgam triggers, what to do with your Haunted Dead cards, what to do with Haunted Dead itself, when to emerge, what to emerge, when to time everything. All just pretty crazy. Alright, so one spell color has been played. Yeah, I mean, now I'm wishing I put the Haunted Dead in the graveyard, but alright, so we're going to attack with everything. They're going to have to cast his Lightning Helix. Sure. Now they block the Bloodghast. Obviously, everything comes back, so that's pretty cool. So that's going to happen. Now they have Sword, Queller, Teferi. It's post-combat. We will... Yeah, we're going to get a Watery Grave, because if they path me, I want to get a land. I'm not really that scared of my life total. Get that back, which triggers that. So, pretty good board. One of the benefits is, you know, that even though we're not really as explosive as Dredge, against decks like this, like, I mean, they have a hard time beating Bloodghast and Prized Amalgam, just coming back and coming back and coming back. SCTR, the 4-color Merge deck was definitely the best deck in that format, and it wasn't close. It was just so hard to play properly that it capped it. Like me, Dan Jessup, Ben Friedman, Frank Scarron, all played that deck in multiple tournaments, and literally the only games we lost were because we played bad. It was just so hard. I punted a PTQ top 4. Dan punted in playing for top 8 of one tournament. Frank punted in top 8 of one tournament. And Ben did well with it as well. Like, I'll find it. Yeah, this deck. One of the hardest decks I've ever played. You have tutors, 4-color mana base, timing all of your stuff, when to Kozilek's turn, when to Elder Deep-Fiend, when do you want to Haunted Dead, how many cards do you want to hold for Haunted Dead, when do you want to Jace, do you want to loot, do you want to flip it, do you want to Prized Amalgam, when do you want to Prized Amalgam? Oh yeah, this deck was unreal. Yeah, but also I'm pretty sure the best deck in the format, and it was not even close. Alright, so we're playing against a Jeskai, like, Stoneblade strategy. Game Changer, 1-year reset, welcome back. I guess we're going to want some Fatal Pushes. I don't know how many. Gravecrawler seems a little underpowered here. And Angler... I guess Angler taxes their paths. Am I interested in Distended Mindbender? Kinda. Cabal Therapist should be really good against Stoneforge Mystic, which is cool. I don't even know if I want pushes. I mean, if we're scared of Rest in Peace, we need to think a little bit about how we can insulate ourselves. Perhaps we want to cut like a couple glimpses. And then bring in the Mindbenders. Yeah, I kind of like this, actually. So if they do have Rest in Peace, we can at least cast stuff. You know, just cast Prized Amalgam, cast Haunted Dead, cast Mindbender, etc., etc. Let's try this. I guess by that argument, we don't want to have Angler in our deck either. I'm not sure. We'll leave it like this. I'm not exactly sure how to sideboard yet. Would the 4-color Emerge deck be playable in Modern with a better mana base? I think it's a little too slow for Modern, but... 3-color decks are going to be much harder once the check lands rotate out. Check lands plus dual lands is like just easy mode mana bases. This hand's pretty good. We're going to keep. Spire Bloof Canal, go. So definitely not playing our crab on one. That's pretty interesting, actually. Okay, we're gonna play Therapist on one. They might bolt it, but whatever. Because if we there's a chance we can sluice for 8 on turn 2 with Crab and Therapist. We could mill like 14 cards next turn, theoretically. Changing your sideboard to make it a straight mill deck for game 2 and 3, it's honestly maybe possible. Alright, so Stoneforge Mystic. Sure. Alright. Batterskull is definitely a card. Wow. Alright, Crab people. So we can't get the landfall trigger off both crabs, but we can sluice off both crabs, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna do some work here. Brickskis that time. Brickskis that time. Jeez. Big bricks. Conspire. What? I'm so this costs mana. I don't know why I thought I had an extra mana. That was really stupid. Okay, I screwed up. I'm thinking of Convoke, not Conspire. Alright, whatever. Alright, your turn. That's really awkward. Awkward. Convoke is not Conspire. That's why we're playing decks for the first time, and we're brew a deck, play it through for the first run. I want y'all to see everything, you know? I'm not here to brew a deck behind the scenes and only reveal it if it's good and perfect. You're in the trenches with me, folks. Dutch Rudder, new sub, what's your name, where you from? God, that sucks. Alright. So we can Glimpse or we can Sluice. We have nothing else to cast with a Sluice, though. This hand's super awkward. Yeah, with Convoke, it'd be insane, obviously. I'm just dumb. Alright. Let's get Spell Snared, I guess. Prized Amalgam. Wow. That's an amazing, like, 20 cards in our graveyard that all don't do anything. Some big whiffs here. I mean, it sucks that the Haunted Dead is the important card to get in the graveyard to help discard the other cards. Might be in trouble here, folks. What's up, Spicy? Shelldock Isle? Yeah, the tap land's too, it's too sketchy, I think. Alright, so Batterskull does seem pretty good against us. We don't really have a great answer to Batterskull, I guess. Oh, right on time with the Brutality. This is an ugly game. Deck needs careful study. Well, yeah, that would make things easier, of course. Let's pitch a Haunted Dead and a Bloodghast. See if we get countered here. Restoration Angel? Alright, let's go to the next game. Alright, so Stoneforge seems a little problematic. I think maybe, obviously, if we're adding a color, we have cards like Ancient Grudge maybe or something like that. Even if we're just like adding green, we could just put it in the graveyard and discard it and stuff. So that could be a problem. Maybe we want the third. I guess with on the play, Brutality and Push, and just like a good hand anyway. I also have Distended Mindbender to take the and Therapist to take the equipment. So I guess it's fine. Let's run this back. We did also Dredge pretty badly too. New sub is Tyler from Houston. Play Magic background Darksteel and Fifth Dawn. Stopped until early 2018. Not sure your favorite card. My favorite deck is between Jund and Maverick and Legacy. Awesome. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it. This hand is good. You got Crab People. We got Fatal Push. We can keep this. It's not great, but I do wish there was some way to draw a little better, like Treasure Cruise. That'd be cool. Am I playing on Twitch Rivals on Thursday? I don't believe so. I am a Jets fan, but I'm pretty indifferent as a Jets fan. Team's pretty bad. Mulligans to 6. I had 2 anglers in an early version of a deck. Went down to 1. All of these numbers are just kind of like guessed. You know, this is I played 1 game in the 2-player queue as a proof of concept just to see if like the cards worked, and I won the game. So big time brags. But definitely, there's a lot of ways that could go. I think Thoughtseize is too weak. It's possible you want more ways to discard. I would love some ways to discard for value. Yeah. All right, so let's get Crab People going here. Once again, we're going to play a fetch land and not crack it, so they can't just bolt it. So 3 cards in the bin. We gotta draw our emerge cards too, you know? Not drawing the emerge cards kind of sucks. Like, it's possible the whole Cabal Therapist Gravecrawler engine just isn't good. Cabal Therapist is kind of weird because you can't use it the turn you play it. And if you play it on turn 1, you can't use it that turn either. So Cabal Therapist is a little awkward. May not be good enough as a card. Push Deep-Fiend Angler. God damn it. We're playing 3 copies of Brutality. Alright, so they're going to crack this. We're going to fetch in response. And I'm going to just get a land tapped. We can always Fatal Push on our turn if they play, what's it called? We had Amalgam, Supplier, Glimpse the Unthinkable. So the problem is that one of the issues is that we don't dredge or mill over a Haunted Dead, it can be hard to get the cards in our hand out of our hand. which is a thing. So, Lightning Helix. All right. I mean, we could push our own Bloodghast, so we get the Amalgam back, but I think we're just going to cast Bloodghast and play a tap land as I go. It's not too interesting. I mean, Carrion Feeder doesn't really... I don't think that really helps us with our problems, you know? Giver of Runes. Alright, well, I guess we're going to push Giver of Runes, which is pretty annoying, but... I mean, I guess we're going to just play the Haunted Dead first. Oh, that's pretty good. So Elder Deep-Fiend is nice. We haven't actually drawn one of these yet. I guess I'm getting the 4th Watery Grave. We're only going to have one fetchable land left at that point, which is pretty awkward. But if I get the swamp, then they can just path us. Alright, so, I mean, they know we have Deep-Fiend, because obviously they've seen it in our graveyard, but, I mean, 5 land plus Bloodghast also casts Deep-Fiend, so... Thoughtseizing yourself is only, like... If you're Thoughtseizing yourself, your payoff has to be put Grizzlebrent into play this turn. Otherwise, Thoughtseizing yourself is egregious. Alright, so they're going to path the Haunted Dead. That gives us our land, though, so now we can emerge off of Bloodghast, which is pretty cool. Although we are now out of lands, which is super awkward. But... yeah, really awkward. I could have Spellqueller or Restoration Angel. I'm just going to say go and upkeep Deep-Fiend them. We might be in trouble here. Like, they have like a snap or another path. Like, I don't know if we have enough gas to win the game. Oh, look who's awake. Alright, folks. 900 subs. We reveal a drinking creature over there. September, half price subs. Get your subs, yeah. Put a couple Urborgs. Urborg being a land that only taps for black and isn't fetchable is a little tough. Alright, so they had Restoration Angel, which is kind of what we thought maybe, but that's fine. This thing gives pro colorless too. That's annoying. Alright, so emerge this bad boy.
10 subs here. Come get your subs here.
Zeriok, thanks my friend. Get your subs, yeah. Pretty sure we tap all their lands. Could also tap Restoration. I mean, if I tap Restoration, they can pro colorless it, so yeah. Half off subs does not apply to gifted subs, but if a gifted sub wants to extend their sub by 1 month, that is half price. So, yeah, that's what I was saying about Path. Unfortunately, this game really hasn't gone our way. They are almost out of cards, but we've drawn a few too many lands. It's a few too... Speak of a devil. A few too many Path to Exiles here. Like, we can get back our Bloodghast and our Amalgam, but I'm not sure if we can beat the Restoration Angel currently. Hey, creature, want to meet them? What are you doing? Card Path to Exile is quite good against us. The fact that they can answer our large creature and our recursive creatures effectively is pretty annoying. Alright, so they're shipping the turn. I'm going to Fatal Push this Giver of Runes. Let's draw a spell of some kind. They have another Restoration? Spellcaller. Alright. Oh boy, losing to a fair Jeskai deck feels pretty bad. With our, like, graveyard strategy. I mean, we're not really, like, a broken graveyard deck like Dredge is, but... yeah, now we can't even attack. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem great. What are some other, like... I mean, I think, honestly, playing a Traverse the Uvenwald package to help find Deep-Fiends and so on and so forth could definitely be a thing. I think finding multiple Deep-Fiends is very important. And then the green sideboard cards we get are also awesome. So that might be a way to go. I do wish we had a little more to do with our graveyard. We obviously have drawn a lot of lands here, but... alright, yeah, we're dead. Alright, so... Okay. Path to Exile, annoying. Path to Exile, annoying. Somewhat enlightening first match. Again, the goal of a league like this, where we've just brewed our deck up, it's basically our first few games with the deck. The goal is not to win. The goal is to learn. The goal is to figure out what we want to be doing, what works, what doesn't work, and you win the league by learning as much as possible. So you can 0-5 the league, and you can easily learn a lot from it, which is important. You could also 5-0 the league and get really, really lucky, and the deck could not be good. So it's, you know, it's more about the feel and learning and so on and so forth. So remember, folks, I have a shorter stream today, so after I'm done, hop on over coolstuffinc.com. All right. Bam. Stoneforge Mystic in a darker direction. Stoneforge Pox. This is the deck that Jacob Hagan took to 9th place SG Dallas last weekend. No spoilers. This video went pretty well. Deck was actually quite good. Stoneforge Mystic was perfect for the Black-White Pox deck. Gideon Alexander also really good. Not going to want to miss this one. So bookmark it or whatever. Put it on your watch later list. Stoneforge Mystic. CoolStuffInc.com, and of course do your shopping. Throw in a Veldrone previews. Use promo code JIM5 for 5% off your order. CoolStuffInc.com. Do we win? No, we lost that match. Alright. Well, this hand has a Deep-Fiend, which is pretty good. This is what I was saying, though. Like, when we have these cards in our hand we want to discard, we can't really discard them. I guess we have Crawler, Supplier. We just gotta hit another Haunted Dead. Are there other ways to discard cards from your hand that's not Phantasmagorian or whatever? I've seen a few of the spoilers, yeah. I think Grapple from the Past is far too slow. We're still playing Modern, you know? Haunted Dead. Alright, better lucky than good. Better lucky than good, am I right? So that's the goal, to get a Haunted Dead into your graveyard. Because now we can pitch Prized Amalgam and Gravecrawler, and then turn 3 Deep-Fiend them. So this is like the really good end. Yeah, so we're just going to play a land. And so we're going to attack for 1 just so you go. One with nothing. Just put it all in the pooper. The Zombie Hero's Downfall card seems very, very good. It's definitely a standard staple. That card is very, very good. Ooh. Oh, man. They got Thoughtseize, our Deep-Fiend. We finally have turn 2 Deep-Fiend, and they're just gonna take it from us. Why you gotta be so rude? I think we just let this resolve. They could take the Amalgam, I guess. I guess I'll respond. And they're clearly taking the Deep-Fiend. I mean, now I have a pretty good board, at least. We can't really attack to the 4/4 that well, but it's going to be hard for them to attack also. Alright, yeah. Turn 2 Thoughtseize. Boo. It's kind of annoying. I mean, get back with everything and just get everything back, so this is actually fine. Yeah, Stitchwing Supplier or whatever is like significantly worse than Haunted Dead. Pack Rats and Crypt Breaker cost a lot of mana to discard cards. We can't afford to spend so much mana discarding cards. Alright, so I'm just going to play a land here. Get back Gravecrawler. Get back Prized Amalgam. Keep laying the beats. Ancient Stirrings. Sword of Feast and Famine. Ugh. Guess we have this spirit token, I suppose. Talisman of Unity. Alright. That's a card. Alright. So we just slam here. Another Supplier. I'm pretty sure we just slam and cast Haunted Dead. We could Supplier, like look for something, but I guess let's attack and see how they block. I guess we have to cast Haunted Dead because we got to block the Sword of Feast and whatever. So, alright, that's fine. Maybe a second basic is. I mean, maybe we're just fetch shocking so much that adding a color is just literally free. So I think I want to add green to the deck. I think that's my initial first impression. Oh, I guess we could have used a sword against them there, but I didn't have enough cards in my hand. We used the sword to discard the Haunted Dead, then get it back to the Amalgam back, but we don't have enough cards left. I don't think so. Oh god. Oh, just hard cast Batterskull. It does seem like Batterskull is an issue for us, which is not a good place to be. Yeah, that's pretty problematic. Alright. Like, Batterskull is a pretty hard card to ignore. And they can sort it next turn? Jeez. What's up, Reptar? Traverse the Uvenwald. Some sideboard cards. Traverse would also give us answers to stuff. We could like play a couple one-ofs, maybe like a Shriek Maw, maybe like a Reclamation Sage. Yeah, like blue-black just like is not going to be able to deal with swords or Batterskull very well. Why not red? Because red doesn't have Traverse the Uvenwald. That's like the one card I really want. Yeah, this 6/6 lifelink pro black creature is probably going to be the end of us. I mean, Elder Deep-Fiend, sign me up. Where are you, friend? We need you. Oh, God. Yeah, I think Cabal Therapist might just suck. I think this card just looks really, really cool. The problem is it just plays so much worse than it looks because of how the trigger stacks. It's only in the beginning of your pre-combat main phase. So I've played it this turn, but I can't actually use it the turn I play it. And if you play it on turn 1, you can't actually use it the next turn either because you don't have a creature in play. I think this card might just be really bad. It looks very tempting, but I think this card's actually just secretly really bad. Yeah, like, just doesn't play like it looks like it would play. Do we need a Walking Ballista? Alright, we're dead. Alright. Artifacts are killing us. I mean, if it didn't have turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer, I think we actually just crushed them that game. So we would have had turn 3 Upkeep Deep-Fiend. So, turn 2 Thought-Knots, you know, whatevskis, but... Alright, Brutalities are gone. That card seems really bad against them. Pushes seem good. I suppose we are a little soft to Graveyard Hate, but I'm going to cut the Gravecrawlers. I don't think we want Hurkyl's Recall. Although Hurkyl's Recall in response to a Microsynth Lattice is probably the best thing of all time. I just want more Emerge cards, too. We can play one Mindbender if we play Traverse. Let's try this. The thing is, Traverse might help us because the overall, like, we need to have certain things at certain times. Obviously, a 1-mana tutor is really good for that. Playing Traverse definitely requires us to put like Baubles and maybe one other card type. But it's definitely a weird idea. It's going to need some massaging. Oh, God. It needs some massaging to work. We're going to mulligan this hand. As most new weird ideas in Modern will do. This hand is much better. What do we bottom here? Is it one of the Emerge creatures? I think it's probably Deep-Fiend. I think I want Supplier and Crab. Maybe I don't need Push. Maybe we could try and Goldfish his hand. Yeah, actually, I kind of want both of these. I'm going to discard the Push. So it's Supplier. Would I play any of the green Emerge creatures? Probably not. They're all quite bad, if I recall correctly. Supplier, land. New Ashiok to fuel your graveyard. Exile there. It's really expensive. Alright, Noble Hierarch. Alright, well... Let's just get some good mills here, please. First ball up. Haunted Dead. That's good. Oh my god, we milled like a million Watery Graves. We have no fetchable lands in our deck. We have a swamp. That's unreal. Yeah, I think that playing another color would make that I mean, man, these mills have been so bad. Ugh. And we're like kind of light on cards to get like Haunted Dead too. Alright. Alright. Prismatic Vista. Grafdigger's Cage. Well, that is really rude. Stitcher's Supplier. Yeah, that's not good. So now we just need to like draw. I'm gonna fetch in response just to make sure I get my, or not. Well, like we only have, this is our last land. We actually can't play any more lands for the rest of the game. We have no way to remove this Grafdigger's Cage. This is all pretty gross. We can't even make a 4th land drop. So I don't know. We can't ever cast these unless we have a. Yeah, we actually just can't win. We're actually locked out of the game because our first mill contained both Watery Graves. We have no more lands left in our deck, and without 4 lands, we can't cast Haunted Dead because we can't get it back. So we can never emerge either one of these because we need 4 mana to emerge it off of a 3-drop. And we can't cast our 4-drop. So we are just dead. Pretty unlucky. We hit both Watery Graves early. Although, obviously, the plan of... I mean, honestly, the plan of just casting Haunted Dead and then emerging it isn't the worst. No, you can only select 1 creature. You're thinking of offering. Okay, get Bloodghast back. We got Grafdigger's Caged. Alright. So that's kind of an embarrassing loss. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so far, Cabal Therapist has not impressed at all. Cabal Therapist seems easy cut, and then Gravecrawler is part of that package. So Cabal Therapist and Gravecrawler, and maybe Angler all seem pretty expendable. It is possible this deck could want Loam too, because Loam could help fuel Haunted Dead. I guess we're only... You gotta make sure that if you're glimpsing yourself, you have enough things to... Oh, I'm sorry, we had 1 more land in our deck. Sorry. I forgot. Okay. I mean... I think we keep this. Sluicing for only 4 is not great, but... I guess we could, like... I have to draw land then. We're going to keep. There's a question of do we Sluice on turn 1 or just play a tap land, say go, and then try and Brutality on 2 and discard this stuff and then Sluice for more later. I have to draw land. What about Grimgrin? What is Grimgrin? I think we just tap lands like up. Maybe we can get a Memory Sluice for 8 here, I think. Okay. I guess we're playing Bloodghast. Awkward. Awkward. Thopter Founders. Praying for a Stoneforge Mystic. I think my Brutality. Good, but... And now they have Spell Bomb with mana up. Ugh. See? So we drew Cabal Therapist, but we can't use it this turn. This card sucks. This card looks so much better than it is. Like... This card is just so awkward to use. You know? Oh, boy. What a stinky card. And they can cast any important cards anyway. And so you can't even put this card in play and be sneaky about it. Because in order to use it, you gotta play it and then wait a whole turn cycle. So, oh man, this card looks terrible. It looks so cool when it was previewed. I think I just like Cabal Therapy too much. I mean, we probably just can't win. Like, I mean, I don't know if we can beat this main deck Spell Bomb, you know? Yes, Aether Vial could be very good. Yes, that is true. I mean, I guess we're just casting Prized Amalgam. Like, we just can't use our graveyard because they have this Spell Bomb, and we can't really, like, slow play around it. This is not ideal. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Main deck, turn 1 Spell Bomb us. So yeah, Cabal Therapist seems pretty bad. I want these Mindbenders, and I want these Hurkyl's Recalls. I don't want these Brutalities. Should I just cut the Cabal Therapist because they're terrible? Maybe. Yeah, they were careful with the Cabal Therapy. You could use more than twice. Oh yeah. They can't make it. Yeah, whatever. Cabal Therapy is great because you could use it twice. This thing you can't even use once. Alright. I guess it stays in. I don't think we want Spell Pierce. Maybe we do because the Therapists are so bad. Thoughtseize is also... I mean, Thoughtseize is actually pretty good against them. I could buy that. Let's take all of these out. Maybe cut the crawlers too, because like, yeah, let's try. This is a much more interactive version of our deck, that's for sure. Let's try this. So if we're playing Traverse, we could have one Collector Oof in our deck, maybe even in the main deck. All right. Kind of awkward, but we're going to keep. Crab people. Alright, it would appear the haters are out in force today. We can play a fast Angler, at least, I suppose. So Angler is kind of nice because it gets around Cage, I guess. I don't know if Cage is the most popular hate card, but... Alright, let's Haunted Dead, Bloodghast, all worth nothing. Huh. Send a message. The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi. Yeah, I don't know if I mean, that's a card, I guess. I mean, we're not gonna mill them because that just gets them their sword, so we'll put more cards into our graveyard. Stoneforge Mystic. Sword of the Meek. Prized Amalgam. No block's kind of interesting. They have 3 cards in hand. Or they naturally draw Batterskull. This might actually be pretty sweet. Because now I can Hurkyl's Recall. Oh, but I can't get back Haunted Dead because I don't have a mana. But I can mill some cards, try and hit Bloodghast, I guess. So we mill some cards and we missed. Ugh. So now you just get to recast their yeah, we're like a day late and a buck short here. If we had a card to get back to discard Haunted Dead, I don't know if we could beat Batterskull though, which is definitely a pretty serious concern. So these have been some pretty tough matches. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Turn 1 now, Spellbomb. Game 1. Good testing. Good testing. Good way to see if a deck's good or not. But, Simon has a good point so far. Simon says this deck is neither fast nor resilient. So when you're playing a synergy-based deck based on the graveyard, it's usually important to be fast because your payoff for doing broken things needs to be worth it. And at the moment we haven't been super fast. Honestly, we've been running a little bad, I think, but the consistency is certainly not there. Creeping Chill, we don't necessarily mill enough cards. We never want to draw Creeping Chill. I don't think that's a card we're interested in. In Dredge, you're never drawing a card. You're just dredging every turn, so every chill you hit, you would never draw. We're actually drawing cards, so... What could other colors bring to this deck? I've played one Haunted Dead in Dredge before. Oh god. Oh god, no. 4 Angler. I mean, Angler's fine, but so another annoying hand where Haunted Dead is the card you want to hit off our Glimpse, but there's 2 of them in our hand. This hand's pretty bad. I think it's just way too reliant on Glimpse. This hand seems a lot better. We're going to keep this one, and I think we're going to ship the Haunted Dead. I don't really want to really have that card in our deck, so if we draw any 1-drop, we have a chance to convoke the Sluice. We have turn 2 Glimpse, which is pretty good too. So Haunted Dead, Crab Therapist. Okay. I mean, K Command is not the kind of card this deck wants. That card is a clunky card advantage card. Okay, I mean, that's like pretty annoying, but not the end of the world. Hedron Crab. Awkward. I guess I could just Sluice and then cast Angler. I really wanted to get the better Sluice. I mean, a turn 2 Angler is pretty good. Alright, let's just do it. We hit basically nothing of value. That's alright though. So discard, get rid of everything that's not relevant. Actually, you know what? I think I might get rid of the creatures in case they have Scavenging Ooze or playing Jund. Deep-Fiend, Supplier, Therapist, Crab, Glimpse, Sluice. Sort of not ideal, but now we draw any card we want in the graveyard. We get Haunted Dead back. We draw a card we want to cast. Could be a thing. I can definitely see Loam being good in this deck, honestly. Alright, please don't like terminate my Angler or something. Alright, so that plays. Alright. Loam makes the mill a little more exciting. It makes Haunted Dead better. Satyr Wayfinder, Grizzly Salvage, Gather the Pack. Those are all reasonable. Unspeakable Resub, welcome back. They're bolting my Stitcher Supplier. That's great. They have Liliana. Prized Amalgam, that's gas. I mean, if they try and Liliana us here, it's going to be so awesome. Concession in 3, 2. This is literally face up. We have a Haunted Dead in our graveyard face up. It's not like it's a trick or anything. Concession in 3, 2, 1. No? They're going to keep playing? Nope, they conceded. I really hate the concession lag on Magic Online. It really kills my concession in 3, 2, 1 skit. Like it just sits here and nothing happens. Yeah. All right, that was cool. Don't think I want Brutality against a Jund deck. I think I want these Mindbenders, honestly. I'm bringing these in every time, basically. Angler's pretty good there. No, I didn't watch the WCS. I'm going to watch the finals tonight, probably. Usually I watch them on YouTube before I go to bed. I actually watched, like, the last one last night. It was, like, Serral versus Raynor in the finals. I feel bad for Raynor. Serral just browns him every time. Just like, sorry, kid. The deck list link broken? Nope. Exclamation point deck should be on there. Also on the overlay, too. We got some cool new stuff coming for the overlay. Alright. I guess Fatal Push deals with Scavenging Ooze. Hope we don't want those. And I'm going to cut 2 of these Cabal Therapists. They just don't seem very good. No spoilers. If I were to do a series on the stream and on YouTube where I played a totally untested brew, like first drafts, what would be a good name for it? A good, like, clever series name. Deacon, resub, welcome back.
Oh my.
Oh my. I can't keep this one. It's not. I mean, first draft sounds kind of boring. Like in the lab or something. This sounds good. Let's pitch the Haunted Dead. Cold Brews. Cold Brews is okay. Alright, so they're going to discard my Glimpse, which is kind of most of my hand, but... Freshly Brewed. That's not bad. The logo could be like a beer themed, like a beer tap or something. Or coffee, I guess, too. Oh, wow, they took Memory Sluice? Wow. Do I even play Gravecrawler? I'm going to hold the Gravecrawler to discard to a Haunted Dead, I think. So I imagine they have a second discard spell and they wanted to hit my Glimpse. They're going to be really, really mad. Ransacking the lab. It's kind of cute. Half-Baked Hour. I mean, that doesn't really fit the thing. Break It or Make It. That's kind of cool. But Break It or Make It is the same thing, though. That's not... They're not opposites. Like, if you break it, your deck is great. If you make it, your deck is great. So... Alright. Big looks here. Correct. Splashing Green gives us a lot of answers to graveyard hate cards we don't currently have. Alright, we had Haunted Dead, Bloodghast, Amalgam. That's really good. Don't play Nile Spellbomb, I suppose. Ransacking the Lab is not bad. I kind of like Freshly Brewed. Maybe like a coffee theme. Tracker's Instincts? Yeah, it's too slow, I think. Alright, so... Draw Fatal Push? That's pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy just anglering here, playing a land, saying go. And then we'll end step, bring back Haunted Dead and Bloodghast and all this stuff. We'll pitch the Glimpse and the Gravecrawler. I think we have enough stuff in our graveyard now, but we don't need the extra Glimpse. We could be greedy maybe and just fire off another Glimpse. Maybe that's actually better. Just like fire off Glimpse here, play a land, cast Angler. I get back Bloodghast. Yeah, actually that seems a lot better actually. We could just go deep here. Can I help you? Dream Twist? That's the mill 3, right? Alright, so a lot of Haunted Deads. Another Gravecrawler. Hopefully I didn't hit my lands again. That'd suck. I suppose if they have Anger of the Gods, we're dead. But I can't really do much about Anger of the Gods, unfortunately. I guess I could leave one of these Bloodghast in the graveyard, but that's not going to change anything. So if they have Anger of the Gods, whatever. I mean, DC Brood Tyrant is a very expensive Magic card for Modern. 4 mana for a 3/3 has to win you the game on the spot, basically. Remove every creature if it's not relevant towards coming back. Once Upon a Brew. It's cute. It's cute. All right. I think they're gonna Assassin's Trophy me. I feel like we're getting Anger of the Gods here. Brewing the Unthinkable. It's all right. I think I like Freshly Brewed with a coffee theme. Please don't anger. Sweet. What are they doing? Yeah, Lab Maniac's kind of cool. Alright, I mean, run 6, get your land back, sure. Tarmogoyf, sure. Or Termagurf. I think we're just going to kill this. We're not going to wait for a Scavenging Ooze. I think at this point it doesn't even matter anymore. Catacombs, sure. Running 6 is basically irrelevant. They're at 2. Alright, we're going to cast a Gravecrawler and say go. End step, we can bring back Haunted Dead if they can somehow anger the gods. Look, the deck worked! We did it! We did it! That worked reasonably well. Get some hype in chat for the deck working? That's our first match win. We're an hour and a half into the stream already. We got this. I feel like we just haven't been Deep-Fiending. We just never draw Deep-Fiend. Like, that's why I want to play Traverse. Any plans to make more videos on Throne spoilers? Yeah, I'll be doing that. That video didn't do very well, so I'm not going to really do stuff like that, I think. Again, I'll do it a little more controlled than that. The off-the-cuff spoiler thing just didn't really hit very well. I've been experimenting a lot on YouTube lately, just trying out a lot of different things, seeing what works, what doesn't work. Is the YouTube? If you haven't seen the YouTube, check it out. As if we have a video basically every day. But yeah, we did the preview arena ones with the brawl ones. Those videos didn't do very well. I guess there was 4,000 views for the previews. Okay, I could have done it better maybe, but that's the YouTube. Check it out. A video every single day. Tournaments, modern, standard. You missed the stream? Check the YouTube. Skipping all the foreign language cards. I mean, I didn't have time to do every card, so I also can't be sure that the translation is correct, so I don't want to give bad information. What's up, Robe? Yeah, there's definitely something cool here. We got to work on it more for sure. This is definitely a very rough draft of what this could be, but some interesting things brewing here. This hand puts a lot of faith in such a supplier. Yeah, his Gravecrawler seems pretty bad too. I think the Gravecrawler Cabal Therapist package is just atrociously bad. Yeah, I think doing like once the full spoiler is out, I can do more concrete things. We did draw a Deep-Fiend though, which we have not been able to do really. And we're on the draw. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand just sucks. Oh god, Cabal Therapist. Cabal Therapist, no. Oh, and then a landfall creature with no lands. Ah. Going to 5. Alright, now you're really killing me. Sluice, Supplier. Alright, we're going to keep. We're going to pitch. Brutality is not even good because we don't have any cards to discard at this point. I'm going to pitch, but Haunted Dead's also a card you want in our deck. I might actually just keep the Deep-Fiend. Just hope we draw like a blue land or two and stuff. Yeah. Maybe I'm crazy. Ideally, we draw a land and then a 1-mana creature. I guess if we play Golgari colors too. Is our opponent playing our deck? That seems unlikely. Sorry, I just built this deck like 2 days ago and haven't played it on stream yet. That'd be quick. But yeah, green allows us to play the canopy lands too. Which if we play Loam would be good. So, we draw a land. That's pretty sweet, actually. Alright. Supplier me up. Supplier me up before we go. We had a Haunted Dead. That's pretty good, too. Okay. Watery Grave. So we've now drawn everything we need to Deep-Fiend them. That's kind of cool. We're going to Glimpse the... We could Haunted Dead into Deep-Fiend. It's not have to win by itself, though. Just Glimpse. Once we Glimpse, we can maybe get back like a Bloodghast. And no Bloodghasts. Alright. Ideally, we get back Bloodghast and we can Memory Sluice, Convoke, but... I guess word travels fast. Okay. Alright, they're playing Narcomoeba and Tome Scours. Their deck's a little bit different, I guess. And they also hit much better than we did. Oh my god, they hit much better than we did. Alright. That would be really, really embarrassing if our opponent was just playing a better version of our deck. This is in a 5-0 dump? Oh, ship the list. Alright, so yeah, they're just playing, like, Dredge mostly, I guess. No, we're just casting Bloodghast. Alright. Yeah, it was a pretty good turn 3. That was actually really good. So now we can get back Haunted Dead, discarding No. So I have to discard the Deep-Fiend. Is Deep-Fiend even good here? They just have more stuff than we do. We have no Bloodghast and no Amalgams in our graveyard. We Haunted Dead, discarding Bloodghast, Deep-Fiend, play land. We can Memory Sluice. Or I could just hard cast Bloodghast and Memory Sluice. But then I can't Deep-Fiend either way. Super awkward. Also, if I do everything first and then Sluice, I don't guarantee to get my cards back. So I don't have a land drop or Bloodghast. Yeah, maybe playing Narcomoebas is a lot better. Maybe if the Cabal Therapist were just Narcomoebas, that'd be a lot better too. Okay. I could also just skimp on the Sluice, discard the Bloodghast of a Sluice, and get back Haunted Dead, and then just Deep-Fiend them. I don't think if the Deep-Fiend's good enough though. They have just like a few blockers and stuff. I mean, if they don't have loam and a way to, it's so hard to beat these Bloodghast. I mean, they're just like once one player gets ahead on the board, it's pretty hard to come back. All right. I'm going to forget the Sluice and just try and Deep-Fiend them. I'm just going to say go. We're going to discard Bloodghast and Sluice to the Haunted Dead, and then fetch and get back Bloodghast. We can block with our Stitcher Supplier too, so maybe we get lucky there. Think Spirit blocks. Narco. Cove, ship that list. Which deck dump was it? Alright, so we're just gonna block the this thing, so they probably have a land in the hand to get stuff back anyway. Mill some cards. Hit Gravecrawler, Bloodghast, Amalgam. Awesome. Hardcast Amalgam, sure. Bloodghast. Amalgam. Yeah. Alright. Untap. God damn you, Cabal Therapist. Okay. This is like pretty awkward. None of our stuff really blocks. I mean, Deep-Fiend can like tap their squad. 5, 10. That is 14. But I can't tap their entire squad. Yeah, so we're not going to offer a trade. We're just going to say go. I guess we'll be getting a combat, just tap their squad, hope they can't play blockers, and just try and kill them. Another Bloodghast, sure. Oh, I'm miscounting. I'm counting this as being alive. Tap everything they can block. I guess the Gravecrawler also comes back easily, so I'll tap that. So now we have 12 damage. We're 2 short. And they have 2 cards in hand. I think it's something like this. Oh, this deck doesn't have Memory Sluice in it, so it's not this deck. Another Gravecrawler. So nothing in blocks. We draw a Bloodghast, not a Bloodghast. We draw a Brutality, and they're dead. That's what I'm talking about. God, you love to see it. Look, we ran bad early, and now we're running better. Their hand's Vengevine, Vengevine. Okay, so they're a Vengevine deck. And we get the information, too. Alright. Oh, yeah. Might be this version. This player's name is... Where's this player's name? Ely 12. They have 2 ley lines on their board? That's gross. No, but this person's also playing Tome Scour and City of Brass. So it's not either one of these decks. Well, it's good to know that other folks are trying the same things that we're trying, right? It means we're on the right path, probably. That's a bunch of HTML on Silent Ninja. Alright, so... We don't have any Graveyard Hate in our deck. This makes them... Why does this make them discard, not exile? The OCD person in me hates how inconsistent the templating was in this set. Some things made you exile, like Thoughtseize makes you exile. Distended Mindbender makes you discard. Why? Just so inconsistent from card to card. Unfortunately, like, basically none of our sideboard seems good against them. I guess we're going to leave these in, actually. Everything else seems terrible. I don't want Thoughtseize. I don't want Fatal Push. I don't want Mindbender. I don't want Sphere. I don't want Spell Pierce. I don't want Recall. So the block, whatever. Clearly, it's thematic across the block. You know. Thoughts on a new questing beast?
Nothing like predicting the future for a win.
Thanks, Aethermech. 1 year resub. Thanks so much. Everyone shows some love in chat for Aethermech. 1 year is a long time, and I appreciate that. Man. You know, sometimes your opponent plays turn 1 Nile Spellbomb on the play in game 1 against you, and sometimes you draw the perfect card and kill your opponent. Life's like a box of chocolates, you know? Just never know what you're going to get. Not even the same block. Whatever. It's obviously the same thematic set. Alright. Mulligan. I mean, Cabal Therapist is really bad. Especially bad in this matchup. Yeah, we're going to keep Business Ship with Therapist. Even though Therapist does basically nothing, like... It just, whatever, it's the worst card. No leyline, that's good. I appreciate that. Sluicing. They hit leyline, land, land. Oh, so close, so close. It's so far away. That's a lot more Graveyard Hate than I expected to. Honestly. Alright. Grab people. Carrion Feeder. Mm-hmm. Sluicy. Alright, I want to keep these fetch lands around, I think, so... Alright, hit me. Yeah, I guess Narc Amoeba seems pretty good. It's like the ability to actually do things when your Glimpse hits. Like, we hit Bloodghast, Amalgam, and, like, we haven't done anything yet, you know? So, like, I can kind of see Narco Amoeba. I mean, Narco Amoeba would be strictly better than the Therapist, because anything better than Therapist. They mill Tome Scour, Flats, Gravecrawler, Sluice. So big time bricks here. Yeah, that's just a super depressing set of bricks there. Okay, so for our first step here on this freshly brewed episode, that's maybe a thing. Okay, so some stuff seriously didn't work, and some stuff definitely did kind of work. Gravecrawler, Cabal Therapist, just dreadful. Just awful. Angler is pretty good. Brutality is, like, fine. I could see doing other things with that slot. It certainly wasn't bad. Memory Sluice... Now that we're cutting 6 black 1-drops, I'm less interested in Memory Sluice. Some of the things I don't like here are that we only actually have, if there's no Gravecrawlers, 12 cards we want to put in the graveyard if we're casting a Glimpse the Unthinkable. So that's like 1 in 5 of our cards. So every 5 cards we mill, we're going to hit 1 card we actually want to mill. Which means that that's not good. That's not enough payoff for the graveyardy stuff. So what could we do more? Now, obviously, Gurmag Angler also sort of fits into that paradigm or whatever, because it just naturally wants cards in the graveyard regardless of what they are. If we were to be deliriuming for Traverse the Uvenwald, that would also want that. What's up, Nate? Because Traverse is a pretty big payoff. Narc Amoeba would be another card that could want things to go in the graveyard. I'm going to need to put some thought into this one. Grizzly Salvage, you Traverse. The problem is Grizzly Salvage is just, like, not that good. Vengevine doesn't seem that good. Vengevine requires you to play, like, 4 Gravecrawler and stuff like that. Our unique element here is obviously the Haunted Dead Deep-Fiend package. So I think Elder Deep-Fiend is very good. So we're trying to push that angle. And I think that Traverse the Uvenwald would be the way to bring that all together. If we're playing Traverse, we might actually just play 3 Deep-Fiend and 1 Distended Mindbender in the main deck and just go from there. And then we could play, like, you know, a couple other things. I think that Angler is better than Tassiger in this deck. We have 4 card types. You have Creature, Land. Oh, there's no instance, actually. Yeah, obviously, if you're going to play Traverse, things need to change. We'd be playing 4 Bauble, and then... I'm not sure what else. Getting Delirium is not that hard if you put a little work into it. It sucks that the artifact lands aren't legal. Play like 1 Seed of a Synod and 1 Vaulter Whispers, something like that. But it's not that hard to build your deck in that regard, I think. I think cards like Yawgmoth or Lingering Souls are too fair for what we're trying to do. They should ban Mox Opal and unban the artifact lands. Bitter Blossom, that is 2 card types. That is true. That is 2 card types. Grimflayer could be a thing. It's a little fair, but I can see it maybe being like a one of. I do love the idea of playing one Collector Oof also. And Delirium doesn't care about Grafdigger's Cage. I mean, Darksteel Citadel's basically not a land in his deck. It doesn't actually cast any of the cards. So, okay. A Zombie Infestation is a card. I mean, you could like also like play Life from Malone too. That goes well with Haunted Dead. I don't know. I have to put a little more work into this one. I gotta put some thought into it. Definitely an interesting first draft. I do like the idea of this being a show. Keeper Mulligan. The idea of a weekly series called Freshly Brewed, where I play a first draft untested deck, exactly like you just saw, and then at the end I go over the deck, what I thought, what I like, what I didn't like, and where it would go, and so on and so forth. Keeper Mulligan on that one. Is that a cool show idea? I'm working on cool show ideas. And say no if you think it sucks. I need honest opinions. YouTube folks too, if you're watching, in the comments, let me know. I'm trying to concretize. Yeah, I made that up. Concretize the stream. Have like set shows on certain days and stuff. I'm thinking of show ideas, and that seems like a pretty good one. The show idea is to have a show called Freshly Brewed, where once a week I just brew a deck up and I play it like this, just first draft, first impressions, let it ride. And then I'll probably end up playing the more followed up version only if I have a follow up. Okay. I mean, I might just play the deck on stream anyway. That's good feedback too. That's good feedback too. I like that. So a lot of keeps. I like that. Proteus staff brew. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have the viewer submitted stuff also. I do like theory crafting a lot. So yeah. Well, I'm not gonna build the deck on stream. That's boring. It's like watching me try and use the Magic Online deck builder is not a fun thing to watch. Play first draft, edit on stream. As I think this would require a lot of thought. I don't think I can just like fix this deck right now in 5 minutes. You know, I think it would take time to think about it. Maybe I could do it like back to back, where I like take a break in the middle. I don't know. I'll think about it more. Cool. That's sweet. So, definitely some cool ideas here. I think that part of the fun of something like this would be to give people ideas. What could the name of the second round be? So, Freshly Brewed is the name of the show where I play the brew, and then I like round 2 or something. Yeah, I think building decks on stream is like really, really bad. Well, Caleb's awesome. And like Caleb's stream is great. He has a certain, feel and a certain time slot, and he just does his thing because he's just Caleb. Because he's great. But definitely something coffee related. I agree. To go the second cup. The second cup's not bad. I kind of like the second cup. Maybe that would be like the next day or something. That's a good idea. A new pot. Coffee. Over caffeinated? That's funny. Good ideas, folks. Good ideas. 2 decks, 1 cup. Yes. We are on the internet. Yes. Right. When you get into deck building, you just chat yelling out bad cards, and me sitting here going, oh no, I spelled it wrong. It's just not fun to watch at all. So, all right, so cool. Short stream today. So thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I have some work to do behind the scenes. I'm gonna work on the new computer, and a very long stream tomorrow. I was on a long time yesterday. So thank you so much for watching day 6 of September. I'm gonna see you fine folks tomorrow. I'm playing a lot of fun decks tomorrow. We're gonna do like an 8-hour stream tomorrow. So I'm going to be playing, what do I have on tap here? Where'd they all go? Oh, there they are. We had a cool Living End deck, a Twiddle Storm, Merfolk deck, maybe a Paradoxical Outcome deck. a lot of fun decks on tap for tomorrow. So, Eternal Madness, resub. I'm sorry you missed it. Up on YouTube, all right? And again, check out my cool stuff video if you're looking for some content, because I am going to be doing a short stream today. So, coolstuffinc.com. Check out the video. Seriously, this is one you want to watch. Definitely want to watch this one. Stoneforge Pox. Deck was really, really sweet. All right? So, again, short stream today. I'll see you folks tomorrow. YouTube folks, subscribe. I love you.